Matthew Slater, how we doing this week? Happy New Year.
I'm doing well, guys. Happy New Year. Thanks for having me, as always.
Well, we appreciate having you on here, I think, for the final time this season, if I'm not mistaken. Last week, Bill Belichick singled you out as a member of his all-time team, along with Brady and Lawrence Taylor and Rodney Harrison, among others. What did that mean to you specifically?
Well, it's very, very humbling. I look at all those guys, and those are guys that I've looked up to and guys that I was a fan of for a long, long time. I have so much respect for them. So very humbling that Coach would acknowledge my work in such a way. I've just been so blessed to be a small part of something really special here and play alongside some great teammates, work with some great people. Super thankful for my time here and super humbled by his comments.
Matthew, you told us in our very first interview of the year that you were evaluating at this time last year and in the offseason whether you would come back. Have you made a decision as to whether Sunday against the Jets will be your last game?
No, I think as usual, my wife and I will take some time and pray about it and talk to, some of our mentors, our family, and make a decision from there. So, I think when you're in my position, you have to approach every game as it's your last. And certainly with the season coming to a close, I'm going to try to appreciate the week, appreciate the time I have out there on the field, appreciate being with the guys, and then we'll take it from there.
Not to take us into the full process here or anything, Matthew. Obviously, it's a private matter with you and your wife, but we know what the pros are of staying and playing football. You love playing football, and you make a lot of money doing it. What are some of the things sort of nudging you the other way?
Yeah, well, look, I know for someone like myself who's got a young family, I have 4 kids. When you're my age, football requires a lot. I mean, it's not a 9 to 5. I'm here 12, 14 hours a day. And that's just what it requires for me to get my body ready. And, at times you almost feel like you're an absentee husband, absentee father. There's certain things that you neglect or certain things that you can't attend to because of the demands of football. I got to think about all that. I got to consider those things. And certainly my family, we're all grateful for this experience that the NFL has provided us with. But we know that one out of every one player that plays a game is done at some point. So we'll have to decide when that time is for us as a family.
You just discussed what it takes to get ready for a game and the work you put in and how early you're there and how long you're there and how long you've done it for. From your vantage point, there's been a lot of various reporting about Trent Brown this season. Has he been a professional?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not in the room. I'm not in the room with the linemen or the offense, but Trent has been a stand-up guy. He's come in to work. He's come in ready, prepared. I think he worked hard this offseason. Obviously, he was playing some really good football in the earlier portion of the year, and unfortunately had some injuries. But, I have no issues with Trent. I enjoy being around him. I've enjoyed playing with him. And, that's all I can really say.
If you do indeed decide to retire after this season, looking around this Patriots locker room, you've been a leader in this locker room for most of your tenure, if not all of your tenure here. Who do you feel like you're passing that baton to on this current team?
Well, there are a number of guys that I have a lot of faith in to step up and lead the right way. If you want to talk in the kicking game, I mean, the 2 or 3 guys that stand out would be Joe Cardona, Brendan Schooler, and Chris Board. I think they all have tremendous leadership qualities. They're all excellent in their role as well. So, leadership is an interesting thing. Sometimes guys step up that you didn't see stepping up. I'm sure if you had asked any of the veterans if they thought I was going to be a leader after my rookie year, they wouldn't have said my name. So you never know who's going to step into that void. But I'm excited to see, when my time comes, who that may be. And I trust that we have the right people around here to lead this organization well. So I'm excited to see that kind of next generation of leaders emerge.
Matthew, two-part question. Number one, how good did it feel to sort of spring Jalen on that kickoff to start the game? And second part, have you ever seen a kicker run as fast as Tyler Bass to chase him down? Because he almost got there.
Well, that was an exciting play, and I thought Jalen did a great job of just hitting that and was fearless when he hit the hole. But you got to give Tyler Bass some credit. He looked like he was rolling on that. He didn't get ran away from, that's for sure. So I was surprised to see that. But he must have some sprinting background in his repertoire there.
Who's the fastest kicker you've ever seen run before? Was it him?
It might have been him. Steven was really a great athlete. He was good at everything, and when he wanted to run, he could do it very, very well. But
it's like me.
That was impressive.
Matthew, when I want to run, I'm very, very fast. I don't want to do it very often. My producer just told me in my ear, 25.8 miles per hour is what he got up to?
20.58.
20.58. I'm sorry.
He was running 20 miles an hour?
Yeah, right? That's fast, Matthew.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's definitely the fastest I've seen a kicker on. That's impressive.
That's impressive. Very impressive. So we've talked to you numerous times today and numerous times in the past about your future. And we've discussed this with you as well, the conversation around Bill Belichick and his future. Do you plan on talking to him at all this week, sending any specific message to him this week in what could be the final game for you each?
Yeah, well, I think if Coach and I, we both want to just be focused on the week and focus on preparing and playing the Jets. I mean, that's just kind of how we operate. I've always tried to express my gratitude to Coach when appropriate, and I'm sure I'll do that as I do oftentimes at the end of a season. So, I'm sure we'll speak at some point, but I know for him and I, we just want to focus on the week, be where we are, and try to take care of our business and finish the season up the right way, and then whatever happens from there will happen.
Looking at your special teams unit, it's no secret that Chad Ryland has struggled at times during this season. What's been your message to him, if you're willing to share that with us, or at least what do you see him growing through in what seems like a tough rookie year for him?
Yeah. Well, he's just got to stick with it. He's got a process that I believe is going to work out for him in the end. He's a very consistent person. He's a high-character kid, and, I believe that kicking in the NFL, going from the college level to the pro level, is one of the biggest adjustments for any player, any position. I think if you look historically at the percentages of rookie kickers versus veterans, they're significantly less in a player's rookie year. So I think this is just part of the process of learning how to kick in this league, making the adjustments that he needs to make. I just encourage him to stay positive, not lose belief in himself, and just keep working through this. The only way to get through things like this is to just keep working, keep grinding, keep your head down, and try to get better every day.
Matthew, if Sunday is your last game, do you plan on, staying around football post your playing career? Is that something if you had your way? I mean, we'll see, obviously, when you talk it over with your family, but if you had it your way, is that what you would like to do?
Well, that's a good question. Look, I've been around this game for my entire life, so I obviously have a lot of love and passion for the sport, the people that are involved in the sport. If it was the right opportunity and the right situation for my family and I would certainly embrace that and enjoy staying around the game. So we'll see. I don't know what the future holds in terms of opportunities that may come my way, but what I've learned is to never say never, and you just take things one day at a time.
Okay. Well, Matthew Slater, if it's the last time we talk to you this year, excellent run. Standing invitation, by the way. We said this to Bailey Zappi earlier today. I don't know if you're joining us next Monday or not, but standing invitation to join us next Monday. And if not, we've had fun this season. Thanks so much for the time.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate everything.